Welcome to What the FSW, where we take a look at the breaking news, beefs, and behind the scenes of future stars of wrestling. I'm your host, the David Difference. Oh, what a difference a Dave makes. And coming up this Saturday, May 8th, exclusively on the FSW Network, FSW presents Psycho de Mayo, featuring the in-ring FSW debut of AAA superstar and lucha legend, Psycho Clown. Also scheduled to appear, Sandra Moon will be taking on Strella in a no disqualification match. Hopefully, by the time this one's over, we'll have a clear-cut #1 contender for the FSW Women's title. And a beef I've had my eyes on for quite some time. These two have been going back and forth for quite a while. I'm talking about the VP of Future Stars of Wrestling, Rocky T and Bret the Threat. Now, it was just a war of words, but recently at FSW, Let It Ride, things got a little physical.
Getting behind Nick Xander, tremendous effort in defeat.
Wait a minute. Oh, he's not done yet. I think the party's starting. Oh!
What is going on? Bret the Threat, he hasn't had enough tonight.
Rightfully throwing the trash out of the ring and dealing with the party pooper, Rocky T.
And Bret the Threat, he has snapped.
Got that rear naked choke on Rocky T. He's got that rear naked choke. The FSW ring crew.
Moments after that brutal attack, our cameras caught up with Rocky T, and here's what he had to say.
Doc, I appreciate everything you've done, brother, but let me have a minute. Bret the Threat, you think that you're getting over on Rocky T, hitting me in the back with a chair after I gave you an opportunity, and then choking me out, trying to break my neck? It's obvious to me that somebody needs to beat some respect into your ass. This is no longer about a wrestling match. This is no longer about business. This is now personal. You poked the bear, and you released the beast. So I tell you what I'm gonna do, kid. I'm gonna take care of the job myself this time. May 8th, me and you. Me and you in a street fight right here in the FSW arena. You're a dead man walking.
So there you have it. We're talking about a street fight coming up between Bret the Threat and Rocky T. Earlier this week, I had a chance to catch up with these two in this week's edition of FSW Face Off. Ladies and gentlemen, live on May 8th, we are talking about Psycho de Mayo live on the FSW Network. And today, I'm speaking with two men who will battle it out in a street fight. I'm talking about the Vice President of Future Stars of Wrestling, Rocky T, and the self-proclaimed Rookie of the Year, Bret the Threat. Before we get started here, Rocky, last I talked with you, we just saw the footage. Bret attacked you, he choked you out, and I saw you backstage, and you weren't looking too good. Rocky, how are you doing?
I'm all right, man. I've recuperated, getting smacked in the back with a chair and having a martial arts guy get a hold of your throat, he definitely ain't no fun. The kid is definitely a very athletic young man. He has such a great future in this business, but I got to tell you, David, he's going about it all the wrong way. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Well, definitely, I think that a lot of people will agree with that opinion. And for those that don't know, and like I see him over there, he's got a little smirk on his face. Maybe he enjoyed what he did. But how did we get to this point?
Well, it's kind of funny, David. This kid reached out to Joe DeFalco. He wanted a singles match. He didn't want to be in a tag team, or he wanted the best. And when Joe basically told him no, he reached out to me. And I'm a guy that gives opportunities. And I gave him the opportunity, man. I gave him a match with one of the greatest superstars FSW has to offer. I gave him a match with goddamn Funny Bone. Now, because he didn't live up to his expectations and he dropped the ball, he put it all on my back, which, it wasn't my fault he lost the match. You requested it. I gave it to you, but now I'm the bad guy.
So, Bret, you hear what he says. You asked for a match. You got a match. You weren't happy with the results. I do remember Funny Bone did stomp you out. How does that become Rocky T's fault?
Well, first of all, you made a mistake in saying Funny Bone's one of the best superstars in FSW, because you're looking at one of the best superstars in FSW, and that's me, Bret the Threat, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, baby. And Dave, I know you call yourself the difference, but really I'm the difference here, because I've been calling out guys on the roster. I've been paving my own way through FSW, unlike any other person has done in this company. So I think you should call me Bret the Difference. And for Funny Bone, I think maybe I bit off a little bit more than I could chew in that match. Sure, no problem. But I definitely think the results will be different now. He can put on his paint. He can scream and whatever he yells.
But Bret, we're past that. Funny Bone whooped your ass. We both know that.
That's right. He's still hanging, but he gets nailed with the knee. Oh, and right to the jaw with that one.
Yeah, running knee strike. Bret the Threat. That might be the least violent thing that happens to Bret this match.
How did we get to this point with you feuding with Rocky T?
Well, Rocky wants to set me up. And that's what I felt like. I felt like Rocky set me up. And
yeah, I did. I set the kid up. I set the kid up with one of the best so he could shine, so he could prove to the world that he is the 2021 Rookie of the Year. And he dropped the ball, so it's my fault. Get the fuck out of here. You're crazy.
You have a lot of people would probably share that opinion. You were given an opportunity. They say in this business, you got to take your shots. And obviously you took your shots. And I can understand taking shots at the locker room, but now you're going against the vice president of FSW. What do you hope to gain by this?
Well, I really don't think the match should happen. I think I'm a different level than Rocky T. Rocky T, has this dude even stepped in the ring? Does he have merchandise selling out right now? I mean, my God, these shirts are worth millions. I got people hit me up from all over the world to buy one. Rocky T don't have that. Rocky T doesn't have one of the tightest chokes in FSW history that puts anyone out to sleep in 4 seconds or less. So I don't think this match should even happen, because bad things can happen to Mr. Rocky T.
Wow. Kid, that's your whole problem. Right there, that's your whole problem. You think you're the baddest son of a bitch in the world? Listen, I've been around.
I am.
I've
Who's
been
going
around
to do something about it?
Who's guys like you.
It's sure as hell ain't going to be you.
Yeah, I might be the old guy. Yeah, I might not have been in the ring for the last, 4 years, whatever the case may
20
be.
years.
I'm a badass, and that's the problem.
Okay.
What you see it. You consider me a
Look,
joke.
man, being a badass playing Raw versus SmackDown is a different world than being a badass in the ring.
Really? Is that the case? Well, I guess it's time's going to tell there, Bret, because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to put you out of your goddamn misery, boy. I'm going to whoop your ass. That's what I'm going to do, and not because it's business, because it's not business anymore. Now it's personal. You attacked me in front of an FSW crowd, trying to make me
look, there's a misunderstanding. Look, I didn't attack you. You attacked yourself. Let me tell you how.
What happened? I attacked myself.
Let me tell you how. You didn't want to put me on the card on a Future Shock where I should be the main event. So I had to take in my own hands. And I had to take out Davion and Bodie. No problem. I mean, come on. I should have been on that card anyway.
You were suspended. You were suspended for good reason.
For what?
What do you mean for what? For you thinking that you were going to tell me, the vice president of FSW, what I was going to do and what I couldn't do. And to be honest with you, you got suspended because You jumped in the goddamn ring and you beat up 2 goddamn juveniles.
What
Look
the hell?
at this. And Bret
is
the
this
Threat,
about?
what is going on?
What is this dude out here for? Bret the Threat does not like children.
Oh, and look at that, vicious. As Davion, oh, look at this, and he's got Bodie.
What does Bret the Threat have against kids?
Oh, and look at that.
Well, somebody's got to stop this. Whoa. Well, we said somebody's got to stop this. I'm not sure it's who you wanted to stop it.
And Rocky T. And look at that, Bret the Threat running out of Dodge.
2 kids.
If
That
I
makes you a
recall,
bad
you
man.
jumped in the ring too, so that means you should be suspended as well.
You know what? I jumped in the ring to make sure those kids were okay. That's what I did, Bret.
Screw those kids. You think I care about those kids?
Gentlemen.
Well, that's the problem.
The bottom line is, obviously, Rocky T is the vice president. He has the power to suspend you. As the talent, as Bret the Threat, and the self-proclaimed Rookie of the Year, any job I've ever worked for, I know if you get suspended, you're kind of outed for Rookie of anything.
See, that's your first problem, Mr. Dave. The difference is you're working 9 to 5s, and I'm working by the hour. I get paid by the hour. I get paid a lot of money to wrestle on every card. So that's the difference between me and you. You get paid $7.25 to work out. I don't know what do you do?
FSW.
You know, it's kind of funny, kid. You know, you talk about all this money. You know, myself and Dave, we own businesses. We're multimillionaires. Here you are, some snot-nosed kids, got a little bit of cash, and God knows from where. Who knows? Probably a trust fund or something, I'm assuming. You know, and then you want to spit shit in our
From
face.
beating up the whole roster, that's where I got my cash from.
Beating up the whole roster. Who the hell have you beat besides Nick
We
Xander?
ain't seen Nick Xander. We ain't seen Nico. Hell, Remy Marcel hasn't been the same since he stepped in the ring with me. Hyperstreak ain't seen him.
You didn't beat Hyperstreak. You didn't beat Funny Bone. Hell, you haven't really beaten anybody that's a somebody. Have you? See, that's your problem. And that's why you're going to go nowhere in this business. You got all the
gotten screwed out of every match
you got
that
all
I've
the
lost.
talent in the world,
These
but you got
crooked referees, these crooked.
know everything. You don't know everything, dude. You don't.
These,
You are talented. I'm going to give you that. You're
man,
very
shut your mouth
talented.
while I talk. Shut your trap while I talk.
Hang on, give me a second. Give me a
Before I
second here.
take
Give me a
that
second here.
$10
I wanted this to be an organized forum. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions and tempers are flaring here.
Emotions? There's no emotions. Because if the match happens, I'm gonna beat his ass until he can't get up no more. And if he tries to keep getting up, I'm gonna keep stomping his ass back in the mat.
Now, Rocky, let me ask you this. Valid point. The kid had his arm around your neck for maybe 4 seconds. You were out
All I
cold.
need.
Yeah, man. You know, and in that world, 4 to 8 seconds, you put a guy out. The guy, you know, he got me. I mean, I was already down from the chair shot. And, you know, all I can remember him putting his arms around my neck and squeezing. And he did. He squeezed the life out of me. But guess what? That's a one-time thing. Do you think that I'm going to let that happen again? Do you think that I'm going to turn my back on you again? You know, I'm full of surprises, young man. Full of surprises. And you know what? I'm going to surprise your ass come May 8th.
You were down from all them cigarettes you smoked in the morning. I don't think it was for me, Rocky.
So Bret, tell me this. This is obviously not a regular match. Okay, this is a street fight. It takes it to a whole nother level. No holds barred.
Don't give a damn.
You have no
I do
fear.
not care.
You have no fear if Rocky gets his hands on you. When Rocky gets his hands on you.
He can't even walk in the ring without huffing and puffing. So what's going to happen when I clothesline his ass over the ropes, take a chair to his titanium bolted back, and then I think I'll leave the rest for May 8th.
You know, kid, you're so goddamn delusional, man. You know, I'm 270 pounds of lean, mean fighting machine. That's what I do. You know, this isn't about a wrestling match. This is about me whooping your ass. I'm going to
You're
beat some fucking respect
275
into you.
pounds of lean Red Bull cigarette machine. Okay.
You can call
I'm
it what
scared.
you want, Bret.
I'm scared.
Okay.
All we know is May 8th, Psycho de Mayo, there has to be a winner to this. And this is one of those matches where sometimes nobody wins because two people are taking their toll on each other. Tell me this, Rocky, say Bret does get the upper hand in this one. How do you move forward being the vice president, having to deal with him?
Because I take his job. There's a new sheriff in town, bitch.
You know, Dave, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to be the man that walks out of that ring. Either way, people are going to know that I'm not a little bitch. And I don't have to come from behind to do the damage that I plan on doing to this kid. And you know what? I'm a very wise man. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve as well. Now, he can play it off that I'm a nobody, I'm nothing. He doesn't have to worry about me. But you know what? This kid's seen me in the gym, okay? And if he thinks for fucking 1 minute that I'm going to roll over for him, he's nuts. I already said it. He's a great athlete. There's no doubt about it. I give the kid credit for that. And I never had a problem with him. Even when I suspended him, it wasn't personal. It was simply business. But you wanted to take this to another level, Bret. You know, you can talk all the shit that you want to talk, but the day's coming, and there's no getting out of it, Bret. You can do this all you want, but I'll be fucking doing this to your fucking head, kid.
Bret, you laugh now, but we have footage, and let's roll it real quick where you actually ran into Rocky at the gym. Let's see that real quick.
Hey, what are you doing in my gym?
Hey, Rock. Rock, come on. Not here.
Not here what?
Not here.
Not here, right? For sure.
You said Walmart. You said FSW Arena. You said anywhere that you would catch me. But I'm catching you.
You know, Rocky, I have an idea.
You got an idea? Spit it out. Because that's all you've been doing all week is spitting.
There's something I want to say.
What do you want to say?
You know, kind of goes
What?
on.
Really? Just like I thought. You see him running? Yeah, he's running.
You ran. So you talk a lot here, especially, I mean, you're not in his
run.
face.
I didn't run. I don't want to fight in a public setting. That's illegal. And I am someone that follows the law. All the laws. FSW laws.
Follows
United
the
States
law.
laws.
You're a kid that makes your own rules and think that it's going to be okay to do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. It doesn't work that way. This is the real world. I don't know what fantasy world you live in, but it isn't here at FSW. We don't stand for that. You want to be the rookie of the year. You want to be the baddest son of a bitch out here, then knock that chip off your shoulder.
I want to be rookie of the year. I'm already rookie of the year. I want to hold every belt in FSW, and I know that's going to happen. So there's nothing. Rocky, after this match, like I'm catapulting to the top. And there's nothing that you can do about it.
Here's the funny thing. As much as I don't like you and as much as I want to pound your face in, I hope that does happen for you. I hope that you get a reality check somewhere down the line. And I'm hoping that it's going to be May 8th. Because I do want to see you rise to the top, Bret. Don't mistake what I say for me being an asshole, because I'm not an asshole. Now, you can roll your fucking eyes all you want. You can talk all the shit you want. You know, I've already said it. You are a great athlete, but you think you know it all. And that's going to be your downfall. And if you think this 55-year-old man, like I said, isn't experienced in fighting, you got another thing coming. I don't care what kind of MMA background you have, martial arts, jiu-jitsu, it doesn't really matter. I have life experiences. I've been out there in the world. I've given ass whoopings and I've taken ass whoopings. That's just the way it is, kid. You know, you're not the first guy to try to shit all over me. You're not the first guy to come from behind either. You know, but that only happens one time.
You know what? You're right, Rocky. I'm sure you've been in a lot of fights. You know, the mop at FSW, I heard, has the meanest right hands. I'm sure you've experienced those fights quite a bit, you know.
Brett,
Brett,
hang on. You have a lot of jokes. I appreciate the confidence as well.
She's nothing but a janitor.
The Power of Positive Thinking is one of my favorite books. But let's say on May 8th, Psycho de Mayo, Rocky T beats the shit out of you. Where does your career go from there? Where does your career go from there?
I'm sorry. That question was so absurd. Can you please say that again?
May 8th, Psycho de Mayo. Let's say Rocky T beats the living shit out of you. Where does your career go from there?
Well, it seems that that's not going to happen. If it shall, if someone were to interfere and take me out for Rocky so Rocky can get the win, which that's the only way he could win.
That ain't going to happen. You know, I could put you in the ring with a lot of guys that'll whoop your ass. It's not about that, Bret. That's the problem, and that's not what you're understanding. You made this personal. You really did make this personal. And I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to fight my ass off. I'm going to do what I have to do to be victorious and to salvage my name, what you tried to destroy on Day of Reckoning. You know, I didn't hear.
Screw
I didn't
your
hear
name.
the crowd
Screw
clapping for
FSW.
you.
Screw
You know,
Dave
you
the
were
Difference because
behind,
he's
Bret.
signed with you too. Screw everybody because after I beat your ass May 8th, we're going to be throwing parties, selling shirts, selling posters, popping champagne, riding $100,000 limos straight down to Lake Las Vegas and partying with everybody because they're all waiting for me to whoop that ass.
You have no friends. I don't know what you're talking about. Party. Who? Nobody likes you, Bret. Everybody thinks you're an asshole because truly you are. Like I said, you got that chip on your shoulder. Man, it disgusts me.
A chip on my shoulder. I have a cinder block on my shoulder. It's weighing me down. I carry this company on my back. That's
Psycho de Mayo. It's going down at the FSW Arena and on the FSW Network. Rocky T. I don't think this is about a W for you. I think it's a little bit more personal.
It's personal, David. You know. I mean, I put this kid over. I've given him opportunities. I put him back on the roster, and all he wants to do is just keep shitting on me. And you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to send somebody to do what needs to be done. You just handle it. I'm going to handle it myself, David. I'm going to take care of business myself. I'm going to humble this kid, and hopefully he has a great future afterwards. Because maybe I'm the guy that's going to knock some sense into him. Because that's all he needs. You know, he just needs somebody to knock some sense into him. He's not.
I really put this guy over. I've really been nothing but a janitor, but I want to feed off his success and get in the ring with a shot.
You know what's funny, Bret? You sit here talking about janitor and this and that. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have the platform that you have. You want to be a professional wrestler. You want to be here at the FSW. You know what, kid? You can talk about wrestling. You know what? Here's the difference between me and you. I will pick up a mop. I will clean the toilets. I'll do whatever
I won't do it
to make sure that the show goes on. It doesn't matter. That's my job. My job is to facilitate the facility.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
He's getting love from somebody. So tell me this, as we're closing up here, Rocky, he tried to take a bat to your car.
Rocky T, you may have suspended me from inside the arena, but never did you say that I couldn't step foot on the outside. So just slide dirt, no Wincy, in the 1998 NBA Finals. This one's going through the net. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Who the hell are you? I beat you back in Utah. I thought you were still there. You never left. Get out of here!
Hit you with a chair. He choked you out. He disrespected you in front of the FSW community.
He disrespected himself. Oh, I know he did.
What can we expect May 8th?
I know.
You expect me to kill this kid? I'm gonna fuck him up, David. I'm done with him. I've heard enough. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of listening to his bullshit. If he thinks for one fucking minute I'm just a pushover, he's got another thing coming.
There you have it. Bret the Threat. Any closing remarks?
Rocky, I'm tired of your ass walking around trying to give out orders. I'm tired of you saying, what? Yeah, I would stop laughing because now I'm damn serious. Because May 8th, I'm going to knock all those white
David, I've heard enough
out
of
of
this.
your $2
You
mouth.
this son of a
Take
bitch
those-
right now. I'm
Take
done
those
with
dollars.
I've heard enough.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you requested, he's been muted. Speaking of clowns, May 8th, Psycho de Mayo, Psycho Clown will be in the building, and we will see Rocky T taking on Bret the Threat in a street fight. Ladies and gentlemen, tune into the FSW Network, and that's the difference.
Thank you, David.
He doesn't stop. I appreciate you, man.